All right, so first thing we're going to do is set up a Next.js application so that you guys can go ahead and begin building this application along with me. Now, I already have my system set up, but I'll restart and create a brand new Next.js setup just so that you guys are aware how it works. So the first thing you'll do is you can open up a blank Video Studio Code application. Okay, so I'll make this bigger so you guys can see it. Now that we're in Visual Studio Code, what you want to do is literally you can hit Control Tab and we'll run the command npx. As a matter of fact, first you can decide whether you want a folder that you would like all of your Next.js projects to be inside, or if you're going to just allow it to be the default, then it's going to save this folder in your home folder. So not in your desktop, but in your actual home folder, just to give you a heads up. So the command is npx create -next -app. And then we'll name this one my blogger app. That's fine. I think I spelled blogger wrong. So let's just name this Dr. Fullstack app. Excellent. Now it's going to ask us whether or not we'd like to include TypeScript. I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see. We're going to say no for this tutorial. Unless you're familiar with TypeScript, that's absolutely fine. I want this to be easy as possible for everyone to just get started building applications and get ready to get a job. Okay, so we'll say no. ESLint will include that. Tailwind CSS, doesn't matter whether you include it or not. I'll just say yes. Source directory, no for now. App router, no for now as well. Custom default alias, sure, we can keep that. And that just allows us to create path names that begin with the @ symbol instead of always having to say .. / ... and trying to find out where exactly the directory is within this parent directory. But I digress. Now that we're downloading the package, I'm going to show you how to open it up because it is not going to be immediately available. Okay, great. So the interesting thing is we see that's downloaded. However, if we go here, we won't see anything. So what we want to do in this case is we can cd into that file, or that folder rather. We named it Dr. Fullstack app. If I just write Dr. Full and just press tab, it should pop up with the rest of the folder name. And now I'm actually in the folder. So if you do have the code dot command for Visual Studio Code, then you can open it that way. I don't think I have that set up. Oh, I actually do. Awesome. So if you do have that set up, then it'll just open it up like that. But if it's not set up, then what you want to do is literally head over to your home folder and you'll actually see it here. Rather, this is my entire computer, so don't go there. This is where you'll see it. So as you can see, the app is over here in my home folder, which is called marketing. Okay, so at this point, we've got the application and we can just do npm run dev so that we can start seeing the template that they have set up for us. But what I'd rather do is begin installing what we need. So we want to install Bulma. We want to install Axios. We want to install MongoDB. And then later on, we will install the AWS S3 package. But I want to make sure that we first have these essentials. There are two cool React libraries that I like to utilize. One of them is React Calendar. The other one is React Icons. Okay, so let's go ahead and install all of that. Excellent. Now with Bulma, one thing that you want to know is it has a CDN where you can grab the actual package so that you don't have to download the entire all the Bulma files for the CSS. So even by heading over to bulma.com and going to getting started and then clicking on overview, start, right there you'll see a option for you to copy and paste the CDN link. I will go ahead and create a picture for you guys to check it out so that you know what I'm talking about. So this, which is super small right now, but essentially this is what it looks like. So we want to copy that value. Okay, great. So once we copy this here, we can go ahead and let me zoom back out because this zoom in is pretty microscopic. But at this point, it's pretty simple. We are now going to head over to styles. Okay. Now you'll see all this Tailwind stuff. We can just head over to the very top and paste the Bulma CDN link so that all of your pages are able to access the Bulma CSS library. This is going to make coding a lot faster so that we don't have to go in and do a lot of funky stuff with the CSS unless we absolutely need to. Okay, so at this point, what we can do is head over to our terminal and we'll do a simple npm run dev just to make sure everything is sweet. It'll be running on localhost 3000 unless you already have something running on that port. Let's open that up and immediately we're going to show you what we see. So here's what we're looking at first glance when we open up the application. This is the template we have. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of most of this. So I just want to give you a rundown as far as how the application looks at first glance. We're going to go over now the file structure for Next.js.